Part 11. Eimund searched for her until the break of dawn. Yet he did not find her. At last, Lavina approached, mounted upon her white horse, a falcon resting upon her arm. Then she spoke quietly. "You must abandon your search for Lady Rotrot at once." Eimund raised his head. "What cruel counsel is this, Your Majesty?" Lavina met his gaze without wavering. "It is for your own sake. The one who carried her away was none other than Sunbrand, the king of supreme radiance. He is an enemy whom you cannot overcome. 20 years ago, he lost his noble queen. 5 years thereafter, his eyes fell upon Lady Rotrot, who was still but a child. He desired to make her his next queen, and held her captive for an entire year. But Lady Rotrot was helped by a brave knight who could fight 9 people at once and come out victorious. Yet, even he was defeated before King Sunbrand. From that day onward, Lady Rotrot hid herself from him, save within the orchard and beside the spring. She never removed her veil. She swore these words: "Until the day a man sets me free, may this veil protect me." Lavina paused, then continued, "And yet, my lord, I beg you, remain with those who have found refuge in this castle. They love you. They have sworn you their loyalty. There are women here worthy to become your wife. Now that you are lord of this place, you cannot abandon them." Eimund answered calmly. "They have survived the winter. They have grown strong. And the treasure of this castle is far from exhausted. Should any among them wish to settle elsewhere, there is enough to aid them on their journey." Lavina regarded him gravely. "So, you truly intend to leave this castle?" Eimund answered, with quiet resolve. "I may bear a burden for a time, but I am not so arrogant as to believe I alone can carry the weight of every soul." Silence lingered. Lavina looked upon him, her eyes clear as a lake whose ice has begun to melt. At length she spoke. "The road before you will be far harsher still, compared with what awaits. The trials of this castle will seem little more than a child's game." Then she raised her arm. The falcon took flight. Its shadow swept across the ruins of the Castle of Dreams. Moments later, Shada appeared, riding upon Dag. Lavina smiled gently. "Go now, our lord. May you return to us safe and victorious," leaving behind a smile as warm as the rising sun. She rode away. Eimund murmured, "So, she was testing my resolve." Shada laughed softly. "You have only now realized it? Come. Allow me to guide you. I shall travel beside you." Eimund mounted Dag, lifting Shada before him, and gathered the reins. "Where are we going?" Shada looked up at him with her great clear eyes. "We must pass beneath the castle. Long ago, one who possessed no wings passed through those depths and reached the other side. They say a terrible storm raged on that day. Thus, guided by Shada, they crossed the plain and entered a hidden passage beneath the marshes. The air was cold. The walls glistened, black with moisture. Without Shada's light, Darkness would have swallowed them whole. Fortunately, Dag did not lose his composure. He feared nothing. Yet narrow caverns had always made him restless, tempting him to bolt ahead. But thanks to his jewel-set horseshoes, he found secure footing, even upon the slick stone. Following only the sound of running water, they pressed onward. At last, they emerged into a vast cavern. The roar of a raging river echoed through the darkness. The walls, lit by Shada's lantern, were the color of pale sand, their surfaces worn smooth by countless ages of flowing water. Yet another obstacle remained. The river was impossibly wide. No man, however swift, could leap across it. Not even with the aid of the longest pole. Perhaps Dag could make the jump if he were ridden at full speed. But there was no bridge. Should they fail, the torrent would claim them, and none would survive. Eimund turned toward Shada. It is too dangerous. Shada, you must return. But the young girl answered firmly. No. I shall go with you. It is my duty. Eimund lifted her before him, upon Dag's back. Then he stroked his faithful companion's neck. Everything depends upon your legs now, Dag. We have overcome countless dangers together. One more. Eimund fixed his eyes upon the far shore. He breathed deeply, casting away every trace of doubt. Then Dag charged forward, across a path where none existed. At the edge, he leapt. Shada closed her eyes, drawing herself close. Crash! Dag's forehooves caught the opposite bank. He heaved himself upward. Eimund seized Shada and pulled her safely ashore. But in that very instant, Dag's hind legs scraped against the rocky wall. They slipped. My lord! Shada cried out. Eimund caught hold of a jutting rock and hauled himself upward. But Dag, having lost all footing, was swept away by the raging current. Dag! Without hesitation, Eimund cast his rope. It wrapped itself around Dag's hind leg. Shada spotted a shallow stretch downstream. There, to the left, she shouted, straining against the furious current. Eimund pulled with all his strength. At last, Dag regained the shore. Eimund let out a long breath. Then, looking toward Shada, he smiled.